James 3:13 through 16. Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion, and every evil work. By itself, knowledge puffs up, but heaven's wisdom is manifest in meekness. The word meekness means a mildness of disposition or a gentleness of spirit. And verse 14 tells us, though, if we have bitter envying and strife in our hearts, that we should glory not and we should not lie against the truth. The word strife means electioneering or intriguing for office. And if this is in our hearts, we're told not to boast, not to glory, and not to lie against the truth. We see this often in the lives of politicians. They are on the stump promoting themselves and saying all manner of good things about themselves. A politician in my home state a few years ago, when asked if there were any sins in his background, said proudly, "I have never sinned." Now, I would hope he was thinking about some dark moral blemish, as is often revealed in the lives of politicians. But what an arrogant statement to make, that he has never sinned. You see, when we're electioneering, when we're intriguing, when we're boasting, we lie against the truth. We deny the reality that we're sinners and that we need to confess wrong in our hearts. And then many times we see politicians and we see ourselves go on to exaggerate the truth and fabricate outright lies in order to promote self. The Bible says this wisdom is not from above, it's not from heaven, but it's earthly. That is, it's existing upon the earth. It's sensual. It can only be apprehended by the senses. But we're not limited to earthly and sensual wisdom as Christians. We have access to God's wisdom apprehended by faith. Then the Bible goes on to describe this earthly wisdom as devilish. It's as though it is inspired by Satan himself. And verse 16 tells us that where it exists, there's confusion and every evil work. There is no limit to the evil that can develop in one's life when he doesn't deal with the strife and bitter envying in his heart. You see, in part, wisdom is dealing with the vices of the heart before they have an opportunity to manifest in the lips and in behavior. You won't be able to hold your tongue forever if you don't deal with the bitter envying and strife in your heart today.